Okay, this is another rotator video. This is the beginning of a Kenpro elevation rotator. Now this thing, I don't understand. I cannot find any information on one, but it's stamped Kenpro. It's got the 7-wire plug on it. All the videos and all the information I've ever seen so far about the Kenpro elevation rotator is that they're just wire terminals. The tag is gone, but somewhere on here, yeah, right here, elevation rotator Kenpro. So I've got all the gears lubed up, potentiometer centered, and deoxidated the. I got to come up with a better way of holding this thing up. It's awful end heavy. Anyway, I'm testing this thing just to make sure the motor works and everything. I'm not saying that the shaft is centered right, but I picked up this control at a local hamfest, and you can see back there somebody's jacked with all the resistors and shit on the back. I don't know what all that's about. I know that the azimuth works and it tracks the Kenpro rotator, and it's also got the plug on it. If I can get it turned around here. Oh, a little placemat. See, it says G55. Oh, there it goes. I just knocked over the damn rotator. Anyway, 50. Can you see that? 5,500. Get my hand out of the way. So that is a Yaesu rotator. And this is a Kenpro elevation. So I've got it hooked up to this Kenpro rotator controller, and you can see it runs. I'm gonna put my hand up here just to hold it. It does run kind of slow. Now it's, oops, I must have jumped. Yeah, I jumped it. I haven't got it timed right, but it mess up nothing. It does kind of run slow. You can hear it. The motor is getting warm. Now, one thing I noticed about this, and I could pull this out, but this particular rotator is not attached yet. Well, you see there, motor run capacitor. I want to set this back down in here. Disregard the, here. I'll just pause it. Okay, I think I did that right. Now you did see the motor start capacitor or run capacitor inside the rotator. Now, what do you see in this one? Another motor run capacitor. This is, you can look up the specs on this KR500, and it has the motor run capacitor in the controller, and there is not one, according to the schematic, inside the rotator. So as you can tell, It is running awful slow. So it's going to stay there. Okay, so I mounted a switch on the back. You see it says on. That is connecting the motor run cap together. Now if I flip this down and I open that circuit, and we're going to just run the rotator off the cap that's in the rotor. Notice anything? Runs a lot smoother. I was running this thing and thinking, why is the motor getting so hot and slowing down? See how fast that's going? I'll flip my switch up. See that? That was on. That's off. So something to think about when you mess around with this oddball stuff. I would actually have to probably use this other controller over here, but it doesn't track right, and I could probably hook up to it and it would probably motor the rotator correctly, but this elevation crap is all jacked up. So just something to think about. The rotator has the run cap in it, and the controller has a run cap. Can't run two run caps at the same time. So this is going to be a tough one. I'm going to have to check the, yeah, it's got a cap in that one, if it's in the schematic. I don't know, this is an oddball one. I've yet to find a Kenpro rotator that takes the 7-pin connector on it, unless that was added. But this is definitely not a KR500, because it does have the cap in it. Anyway, just wanted to fill some people in on some stuff. I'll get this thing timed correctly and get the cover on it. I painted the inside of the cover because it had so much corrosion. Well, I media blasted it and then painted it. But yeah, probably had a sticker on there. I think they put the labels on them and they're riveted. But it's definitely a Kenpro. Anyway, that's it for today. And happy trails. Here's my info. Give me a call. You can text that number. You can check out my YouTube channel at SlingSlingBinks, or email me at slingslingBinks.msn.com. There's my address and everything right there. Later.